Hello everyone, my name is Disra and welcome back to FotS Samurai, hero of the Shogunate. So, let's get back to this. And something we actually can do now is to establish new trade routes. Also, we've gotten some automatic trade routes going. Yes, so we have gotten a bit more income, which is always pretty nice. Anyway, let's see first if some of our supposed allies in the Shogunate factions are willing to trade with me. One was, and that was it, and then I filled up all the space. Hooray. Okay, so trade missions, I'm gonna get that soon, and the one I would like to get is the British one. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna have the other ones dismissed until I get the British one. At least that's the plan. I don't know if you actually can fail to get a trade mission. Like if you dismiss, say, 2, if I get France then the US, and then Britain just doesn't come. I don't know. But I have like dismissed a mission and gotten another one. But yes, I would want the British one just because of the dang awesomeness that is the ironclad that you get. HMS Warrior, which is absolutely amazing. Anyway, back to what we're actually doing. So I have a ship under construction here, which is the Kankomaru. And I also believe I have a Kankomaru under construction, or it might be just a gunboat. Yes, it is a gunboat of the Chiyo Dagata class. But anyway, that ship, along with my already existing navy, should be enough to take care of these 2 ships. Yeah, maybe even the navy I have now is enough to take care of it, because what do I know, maybe they have one of these and one of these, and that probably should be enough. Anyway, are there anything else we really want to do before we end the turn and hopefully get a naval battle? A naval battle which I'm actually not sure if I'm gonna fight or not, just so that is clear. Yeah, I guess I can move these guys a bit closer. Also, isn't this the turn the artillery should be ready? Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, by the way, let's, there we go. I don't get bothered with any pop-ups. And can we actually further bolster this army? I think we can. Yes, we can. Can we do even more to it? No, that's the limit. Well, actually, let's get more line infantry. And let's get you back. Because people are starting to get... well, actually not that rowdy. They're actually almost about to be even happier. Because of this. Yes. So, anything else? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think we're good. So these guys are ready next turn to board, because this should definitely have enough range to get there and back again. Yeah. So, let's go ahead. Meanwhile, our spy is getting ever closer to her target. Good for her. And that was a trade partner, I believe, that got annihilated. At least I think so. Or was that a new navy? Might have been. French military mission. I'm not interested, sorry. They do have the best line infantry, but only just. So, I think the pretty much unbeatable warrior class ironclad is enough of an incentive to not go for that. Anyway, this one ship should be pretty easily defeatable. So I'm gonna do that. Actually, I can just chase it away, apparently. So let's go and break the blockade. We're gonna also solve that battle. Hooray. Oh, you actually managed to damage the port, so I didn't get that ship. Well, more precisely, I haven't got that ship yet. So this has to be fixed, and then I'll get the ship. Okay then. And actually, because of that, the damage to that port, and the fact that I lost a trading partner, actually resulting in me taking a minus. Ah. Oh well, let's see if some trade can fix that. I actually don't have any open trade routes, really. Huh, apparently so. Oh well. I can bump up the tax a bit. I can definitely do that for one turn. They shouldn't mind that much. Well, they will mind, but they won't have time to get into an open rebellion because of it. Which is always pretty nice. Also, I can stop this recruitment and regain... I don't remember how much. 1700? 700. 720. Which I guess could be nice as well. So hopefully my navy is strong enough to handle the Sado navy if they want to attack again. Yeah. If I can't, well, then, well, at least then I'll have a lot of new income from not having to pay for the upkeep of this entire thing. But it would be pretty devastating altogether. So yes, that is a risk. But I'm going to take it. Let's end the turn. But I think the times for the really big risks are over, because I have gotten not a stable foothold, I would say, but well, if you don't take the first enemy settlement, you are automatically at war with. If you don't manage that, if you lose that battle, then it is difficult to get back, at least in reasonable time. Anyway, mounting unrest and another mission. American military mission. So this is what I haven't done before. I've never deferred a second time. So I don't know, will the British come? I hope so. I really hope so, because these ships are definitely the best in the entire game. And of course the line infantry is pretty great as well, although you can only have a limited number of it, which I believe is 3. Well, let's take that risk. Oh, you would actually build this turn. Well, let's bolster my navy immediately. And let's have these guys stop having to pay their taxes. Well, that much tax. And as you can see, we are getting income back again, which is pretty good. Not that much from the Sendai. Wait a minute, I am the Sendai. So all my trade is actually going through this port. Sendai, oh that's me, Matsumai, Great Britain, and, well, Matsumai, I think that's my biggest trade partner. Apparently my only trade partner. Oh, I see, Odawara and Sumpu, they're probably being blockaded, and what do you know? Oh well. It might actually be economically in my interest to stop trade with them. Let's see, can I land? I can. Can I even bombard? I can't. But this army is nowhere big enough to take on mine. Unless they have like another one hidden down here, which I severely doubt. So let's just end the turn and get into a battle. You can't really run, given that you're on a tiny island, so we are pretty much guaranteed a battle there. Although I think they will probably do exactly what they just did there. Return to the castle and force me to try to besiege them. Which is fair enough. We didn't get another trade mission. That worries me. Although sometimes it doesn't happen immediately. Like, you can get the opportunity to have a trade mission come in, and you don't get one for 2 or 3 turns. So, I don't know what that means when I didn't get one this turn. Hopefully we'll get another one, but I really don't know. Actually, what was that? Enchant any character. I can try. Well, actually I won't try because that means I have to pay for that. And definitely not gonna be... Well, I guess these guys hate me already, but no, I'm not gonna waste money on that. Anyway, so yes, these guys were incredibly predictable and decided to huddle up in their castle. Which is problematic. Because that means they get the garrison, which thankfully doesn't have any artillery in it yet. But they have quite a few spear levy. Which is pretty much the only thing stopping my cavalry from being superior here. But yeah, I do have the artillery. So I could bombard them and... Well, I could like assault them and try to bombard them. But that would be silly, given the fact that the defender's advantage in this mod, and basically for the samurai in general, is pretty massive. So, I'm not gonna do that. Also, I did see the Southern Navy coming down, and I am pretty certain that they want to blockade me again, which is gonna bankrupt me. So, you know what? I want to keep my navy together, just for the firepower of the naval bombardment. And I don't want to drop that significantly. But in case trade breaks down, or at least partial trade breaks down, I'm gonna bump that up just one tick, and hopefully that should be enough. Actually, once I'm gonna do this, just go all out. And hopefully that should be more income than they could potentially harm. Okay, so bombard them. That did almost nothing. Damage a worthless building and did minimal damage to a spear levy unit. Great. Anyway, so they will probably try to break out this turn, given that they have pretty equal chances. Like in terms of strength. Yeah, basically the balance of power bar. Which is definitely good for me. So I have two artillery barrages ready for me, which is the standard. Chestplate with 14. Could have been better, but could have been worse as well. Time to impact 10 seconds. That's pretty nice. Bombardment duration 8 seconds. Yada yada yada. Yeah, we're good. So once again, we have the now we have the defender's advantage, which is why I almost always want to draw things out in a siege situation. And even if we, well, this is actually a bad example because this is a fort, well, would be a fort battle if I did attack, but yeah. What I was going to say was, even if I went on attacking, then I still would have had the, well, even if I went to one defending, I could have the defender's advantage just because of the artillery, which would have forced the enemy army to move towards me, and basically have them fight on my terms. Oh god, it's raining. Okay, so they aren't mostly melee based, which is the kind of armies that really get a lot of worth out of having it be rainy. So it's not as bad as it could have been, definitely. We're gonna be on quite an equal footing. Actually, giving these hill formations, I think actually this favors me quite a bit. Because I don't think they will be able to utilize their superior range from certain units. So one massive line? I think I'm gonna have, well, I am gonna have one massive line, but I'm gonna have some reinforcements to it. Okay, and try to make it somewhat in the middle. Also, yeah, more like that. There we go. Get those two into a group. Have the general back here. And the remaining unused units. I'm gonna have you turn off fire at will. I'm gonna have you be reinforcements, basically. Also, let's get you straightened up a bit. There we go. Much better. Although you still don't have the greatest of positions, so I guess I'm gonna have one reinforcements there. I'm gonna move you a bit further towards the center of things. And you're gonna be more like that, and these guys are gonna be also kinda in the center. And lose formation. Because we don't want these guys to be an easy target. And their coordination doesn't really matter as much as it does with line infantry. In the real world, of course. Not there, more like there. Initially. Gonna probably have to try to get them around here. And yeah, you're not gonna risk your life needlessly. Actually, I'm gonna have you like that, just so you actually do some inspirational things. Line infantry, you're holding the flanks. Maybe I should push you up. Yeah, definitely from that position. Actually, I'm thinking I'm gonna push this entire thing up. Which didn't happen. Come on. There we go. I guess I held it in for a few seconds too long there. Although, maybe I should still move a few things up. I think I'll do that once the battle actually starts. At least this formation, this exact line doesn't really work that well across the entire line. Oh well. There we go. Okay, let's start this battle, shall we? So I'm gonna have these guys push up. And basically do it like that. Also, I'm gonna have these guys extend the line. And I need the cavalry to back them up. Unless I want it to be dead meat. Cavalry. You're probably going up against... Oh, rifle mercenaries. They do have the... Well, actually they don't. I was gonna say they do have the range advantage, but they actually don't. Because they're going up against my line infantry. So, hooray for that. Also, don't have my cavalry in range of them. That's a bad idea. Actually, I should have pushed up a little bit, because this is right behind a hill. Right on the reverse slope. This is also right behind the hill. Holy... Yeah, I haven't found the best spot to defend, but... Well, I think it could have been a lot worse. Actually, let's only have you do that. And you stay back and hold the line. And you're gonna get help from the cavalry. So enjoy that. By the way, the rest of the line? What about you? You actually have a pretty decent position, so I'm gonna have you hold there. Sure. Let's have you there. Also, I realized I forgot something. Which is... to have all of you being guard watch. Okay, we have started to do damage. How much? 6 casualties so far. Not anything massive. You gotta start somewhere. Okay, I see. So I'm gonna get the first shot here. The general is gonna get involved. Don't really think that is a good idea. But sure, if you say so. Ha, I think the general is gonna win that. So I need, I actually don't know. You know what? Let's get you involved with that. Maybe not the best course of action. Oh well, so, okay. It's evident that you are more needed over here. Which is gonna take ages to get you over, but fuck it. So, first barrage is obviously going to be here. There we go. Huh, you're worried because you're under small arms fire. That's kind of your job. So, you shouldn't really be whining about that. Oh well, obviously we need reinforcements over there. So here comes the cavalry, eventually. Running. If you say so. Let's try to get these guys over there as well. Oh yeah, the rocket artillery. Is that effective? Apparently it is. But speaking of things being effective, our barrage did quite a bit of damage. Which is good. It did its job. Oh yeah, let's get these guys into that. That should be a lot better than what they're currently doing. A lot better use of them than what is currently being... what they are currently being used for, I should say. They aren't even being used. I was intending on using them over there, but I realized that that is not the best place to have them be used. Okay, you're just gonna abandon your guns. Okay. Let's stop that. Because that's not something we want to have happen. And I actually did win that fight against the Generals Hatabato. Ha! I didn't expect that. Oh, you've gotten right through. Well, this is an issue. I think that's going to be solved by you. This flank has completely fallen, like, except for this unit. Well, cavalry, basically. And... this unit. Cavalry hasn't routed. Where are you? You're there? Okay. So on one flank I have had a pretty good success, but on the other one, almost a catastrophic failure. So actually, I'm gonna risk it, get my general up there. So middle is almost completely torn to shreds by my dudes. That's pretty good. Okay, let's get all my men out of there immediately. There we go, get those guys instead. And yes, I said get out of there. Of course you choose to ignore that roll. That order.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.
He sure is. But, yes, as you can see, we're doing pretty well on the rest of the battlefield. There we go, that's that well done. Get those guys, get those guys, get those guys. And you can rush in there and pick up the pieces. And you can farm some experience. Which is actually what I would want the cavalry to do, eventually. Oh yeah, I sent you up against Spear Levy. Not the wisest of choices right there. Oh well.
Your victory is close, sir.
Yeah, get out of there. And let the one that can actually handle that take care of it. And that is it. Yep. At least in terms of enemy units still being active on the battlefield. But, as always, let's continue. So that we don't have to face these guys again. Will that cavalry be able to reach this? Probably. Although, barely. What are you currently doing? These guys? 80? Yeah, I think that's actually like a better use of your time. Also, stop that. You can also stop that. So I did lose a cannon there. They might return, but I don't think so. I think they were almost completely wiped out. How close are you to the red line? Actually quite close. Let's see if we can reach you. Yeah, I would want to kill Imperial Loyalists and Rifle Mercenaries, because they're better units than Spear Levy. And the other unit is dead, it seems. I can't move my camera, which is annoying. Oh, there we go. I couldn't actually see them. But now it's too late. And I think that sums it up. We are done. So, not a devastating defeat for the enemy. Not a decisive victory for me. But definitely a good victory. Also, that battle could have gone a lot worse, although it did go pretty bad. Hey! These guys still exist. Hooray. So yes, I'm gonna need some serious amount of time to get that army up to scratch again. And they are gonna try to break out again next turn. So what I'm gonna do is fight that battle, which is gonna be a United States military mission again. I guess I can take it, although US one, they have the, well, the middle of the road. They have the best, well, second best ironclad, and they have the, I believe, second best infantry. Oh well. Sure, let's get that man married, and yes, you are not happy about having to pay a lot of taxes, which is understandable. Accuracy to artillery, sure, let's get you. We didn't get the British, and if I fished for it a little longer, I think I would have gotten them, but hey, I am not gonna risk that. You actually haven't stopped my porch, which is interesting. Did you even bombard me? Or were you like just in range, so we didn't have enough points to... Well, actually, that doesn't matter, because even if you have 0 movement points, you should still be able to bombard. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, the second that this faction is wiped out, then these guys will cease to exist. So I don't actually have to worry about them. Unless I worry about having this disappear. Which I guess is a decent fare. Still quite a bit of further in them, apparently. But yes, we're gonna get another battle with these guys the second I hit the enter button. But I'm gonna do that next part, because we are at time. So I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We actually managed to get a battle this time around, which was exciting and quite tense at times. Yeah, definitely not a good situation on the right flank, and not either in the middle. Actually, the middle was the very worst. Should have seen that spear charge coming. Anyway, if you did enjoy it, you should leave it a like, and dislike it if you disliked it, and leave a comment if you have anything special to say. So, I thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.